Hello everyone, welcome back to a new review, and today we're going to be taking a look at these Nightfox Reds. So then, as you can see, the packaging is a bit damaged. It's already been opened, but that's because I bought it used, so don't worry, if you get one of these and you don't choose the used option, it'll be completely unopened and completely brand new. However, you can see here, we've got our Nightfox Red in it here. It's got a little bit of scraping, it's not too bad though, and it fits right over my eyes. And we can see on the top, we've got IR plus, IR minus. We've also got record, menu, zoom in OK, power button. And then back here, because this is one of the brand new Nightfox Reds, you've got a micro SD card and a micro USB to charge it. And now on the front here, you've got two 940 nanometer lights, IR, which means no one will actually be able to see the light that these things put out. And you've also got a small little microphone and the focus wheel down here, so you can actually record audio as well, which is quite nice to see. So let's take a look through the rest of the packaging to see what other goodies they've left in here. Doesn't look like there's anything in there, so let's put that to the side. We've got an instruction manual, a thank you for your purchase of a night vision device. Let's put that to the side. And now here we've got our head strap, and now this does mount to the Nightfox Red here, so I can wear it and use it hands-free. And it also looks like they've given me a charging cable. It's quite nice of them. And what do we have here? I think that's a mount if I wanted to attach it to a helmet or something. And we also have, I think this is meant to go around your neck like a neck strap, so you have another way to use it if you don't want to mount it to a helmet or your head. Now then, in this clip, the IR lights on the goggles are on their max setting, which is obviously IR 7. As you can see, my camera, which can pick up IR light, is really struggling to see the light. And now, in this clip, I couldn't see the light either, but once you get into pitch black darkness, you will see a very faint red glow. Now, in this clip, you can see me mounting the head strap onto the Nightfox Red. It's really straightforward. I didn't have to read an instruction manual or anything. The pieces just, you can see which pieces are meant to fit together, and it took me all of like maybe half a minute to put it together. If you do want to mount the Nightfox Red to your helmet, you can do that, but you will have to buy a GoPro style mount, I believe, which it doesn't come with the device, and you will have to buy that separately. So then everyone, as you can see, I cannot see anything past there. Even with the naked eye, it's completely dark, but once I switch to IR, you can really see I'm just getting loads of vision down there. And on my other side, it's a similar sort of situation. Unfortunately, the computer does moderate a bit, and you do see a few sharp stutters in brightness, and that's the computer automatically changing how much light it lets into the shutter, I think. And you can see if there's something in the foreground, like these leaves here, which are really getting lit up, it will, like, as you can see, all of that flashing right now, that's completely the computer. We're still on IR too, but like that's really messing up with what I can see into there. But you can see that really does mess it up. So I think I'm going to head down here, where if I switch to normal vision, slightly dark but not overly, and let's pop it on IR4 and see how we can see down here. Now then, in this clip here, as you can see from the bottom right timestamp, it was just shortly after midnight, so I took one of my guinea pigs out so you could see how well it works at finding animals or other live creatures. And now, as you can expect, it's not going to be as good as thermal vision. If I had thermal, you would just see that as a bright red hot spot. But as you can see, it performs fairly well at this sort of, I guess I'd call it mid-close range. And you can really see their eyes shine out due to the IR flashlight being shone on them. And as you can see, it's quite easy to see moving objects, especially if you've got the focus wheel set correctly. And as you can see now, I just turned off the IR. Now then everyone, I'm just slowing down the video a bit because I want to show you something I think is quite cool. And now as you can see, when I've switched to IR 0 as I just did, at the top of that screen you can see that tiny little bright flash of light. And now what that is, that's actually another night vision device, except this is probably like one of those driveway security cameras. And you can see how it's just throwing out a bunch of IR light, and it's also got an IR camera in it, much like my goggles, which means it can see in the dark. And now that's actually quite cool because it means my goggles, if I use my goggles, I'll overlay some photos right now I got from my own security camera. My goggles will actually blind that camera, but that camera will also blind me. And switch to normal vision, that is like the camera which operates off visible light. And you can see once I switch back to IR and go back up to IR 7, it becomes a lot easier to see out there. And now here, as a reward to the guinea pig, I'm just going to give her some banana off my hand, and as you can see, she goes absolutely crazy for that. So then everyone, as for my final thoughts on the Nightfox Reds, they're a great piece of kit. The controls are really easy to operate by feel, and frankly, the vision you get from them, it's really clear. I've worn these with glasses underneath them, and while that does push them a bit off my face, it's really not that bad, and they're still super simple to use. While you don't get that much peripheral vision, it's not that bad, and if you just go on YouTube and search up adding lenses onto Nightfox Reds, you'll see other people have done it. They'll give you links to lenses you can buy, and those really make a big difference and about double how much you can see. As for walking around in them, it does take a bit of getting used to. It doesn't quite match up with what you'd expect to see. You can tell that you're looking through a camera that's a bit off your face, but after you walk around with them for a couple of hours, that just completely disappears, and you can walk around as though you're just walking without any goggles on your face, within reason that is. They're also very lightweight, very, very comfortable to wear, even with my glasses. And having a microphone on the bottom of them, it doesn't have an integrated speaker, so when you're playing back video through the goggles, you won't be able to hear what the microphone picked up. But once you watch those videos on something that does have a speaker, like your PC or your phone, the audio quality, it isn't terrible. And while your own voice is a tiny bit garbled because obviously the vibrations are traveling straight into the device from your voice, other people's voices get picked up fairly clearly at medium rate.